Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's well tonight. Let's greet some people, John.
Okay.
Let's see, who was first? Deborah Smith was first, and then Mary Jones. May, how are you doing? She's from North Carolina. She's been on my videos a lot, commenting. I thank you for all your wonderful comments. And John decided he wanted to put in there what I was getting ready. I was putting on my lipstick.
Everybody was saying hi, Dee. And you were busy putting on your makeup.
Well, I have to put the lipstick on. It takes me 10 minutes to get it on. Hello, Charlie Grace, forever best friend. Janice McCravey, hello. And Wayne McGee. Let's see. Carlene Griffith. Who's that? From North Carolina. Joni Utley, hello. And Dream on Wheels. You can say hello to people.
Yeah, hi everybody.
I see.
Was there going to be a quiz on the
Did
name?
you see how fast that went when I just barely moved it? Oh my goodness. We have 32 in the room. So I'll tell you, on the StreamYard side, I try to go with everything. A minute I move it at all, it's gone. So it's the A to Z Outdoors is Dan. Hello, he's here. Valerie Williams Ransom. Too slow. Waterboy, hello. Van Life Rocks Raid. Oh, thank you very much, Ray. Ray. Van Life Rocks. Bulk of the Force is here. Good evening. Ashley's World and Gracie Seeking Adventures. A lot of these people are members on the channel. Most of you are subscribers, and I appreciate all of you. Kenneth is also a moderator, like Mary Jones. Deborah Starling is here. Hello, Deborah. Van Life Voyages. See how fast it goes? It's gone. Where was
Everybody.
Water Girl Family Adventures is here. Becky Allen, Sharon A, Freddie Schaefer. I'm going to go through these. She Devil Adventures. Hello. Tracy Ocean Fire 777. TGIF is Bree. Lynn Morris is from the Ray Raid. Thank you so much, Ray, again. Rob and Jan Canvan, very sweet people. California Travels videos is, I'm not sure if it's Michael or Grace. Anyhow, Elaine Johnson, I miss you too. I was so busy the last 2 weeks. John here has been my savior. Well, at least as far as the truck build goes. My sister's here, and hello. So I want to thank, first of all, my moderators. I have very wonderful moderators. They work very hard for me on my channel with no pay, no compensation, except that thank you once in a while. Please make sure you put your links in the chat, and the people that are here, go check them out, please. They're really good channels. I wouldn't pick them if they weren't. So Ronald's 1962. He calls me Queen D. Part of Ray's Raid again. Let's see. Lynn Bors, I think I just say hello to her. Okay, so anyhow, for the hellos, if I miss you, I'm sorry. This StreamYard does move very fast. And when you get this many people in the room, you can't keep up with it. But my moderators are really good about greeting people. So thank you so much for my mods. So tonight I thought everybody's wondering where I am. I'm not only put out one video this week. Is doing very well, actually. And John has kept me busy, and I've kept him very busy. Very busy. And we have run into a lot of complications when we're doing this pocket door exchange. So we're going to talk about some of the complications we've run into this week. I think we'll start out with Dan did a wonderful job installing my air conditioner, people. It's wonderful. It stays cool in here all the time. Even I get chilled. I have to turn it down sometimes just to the fan.
And it worked fine for a day without a door.
It works for actually a day. Try 4 days. Oh my goodness. Itchy thread good. Thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate that. Let me play this real fast. I have to do this, guys. Just bear with me. See if I can find it. Here we go. Itchy, thank you so much. That was very sweet of you. So, anyhow, so on the air conditioner works great. Dan did a great job of installing it, but we have had a problem with condensation. The air conditioner does bring up moisture when the compressor is running. And what happened is I flooded my truck out from the condensation. The whole rug was entirely wet. Under the drawers, under the cabinets, everything was soaking wet. So John had to work out a way to catch the water and still drain it to the outside so it doesn't keep coming on the inside. So John, why don't you tell us what you did to fix that?
Well, my first attempt was to get a aluminum little cooking pan from the dollar store and sort of smushed it down a bit and fit it into place, and then took a pen and poked a hole right where there was a drain pipe in the garage. So
yeah, that was from the first install of the air conditioner.
Right.
I already had a tubing coming out of the bottom from the shelf down, drained out to the outside.
Yeah, and it hadn't been still attached right under a drain hole or anything, but the hose and the pipe was all there.
Right.
So I basically screwed it into place where I could have the water gather in this aluminum, cooking pan, and then I punched a hole through it with a pen, and I stuck the pen down far enough that I could see the pen through the clear hose to make sure it was I was poking into the right thing. And sure enough, the water drained fine. It worked great. And then maybe half a day later, Dee comes and says, "Hey, the carpet's all wet again." And it's because the air conditioner was on sliders to move back and forth, basically in and out of the van.
One thing I will say,
that moved my drain pan away from the drain hose.
One thing I will say is, if something can go wrong for me, it will go wrong, guaranteed. And I have a lot of people to vouch for me on that. Anyhow, so
I figured, well, either I can figure out a way to get the hose following the air conditioner, or I can just stop the air conditioner from moving. So I did the latter. I kind of screwed the air conditioner into place and figured, at least temporarily, see how that works to get the drain working, which was the bigger problem than the cooling. And it worked fine. And
because I didn't want mold under the rug to ruin the wood on the floor. That was a dangerous
So we haven't fully trimmed out.
Murphy's Law, California travels.
We haven't fully trimmed out the exterior of the AC. So there was still enough room for it to suck in outdoor air. And some of it from the vents on the other door does get through. We're going to open up a little more ventilation to go through. Yeah. But basically, we've gotten it now to where the AC on a 112, 115 degree day will work with the air conditioner fixed in place most of the way in. It's sticking out a little. And exactly. So far so good. It's basically worked.
So the air conditioner is doing great, and we had a big space on one side of the air conditioner, so John built a box to fit in there that I could use actually for a small box. It can't go all the way back because it would block the vents, but it go back far enough I can use it as a little cubby hole for a few things I can put in there. So that is great. Hello. I haven't said hello to a lot of people, but hello, Rayleigh Creative Travel, Evening Shade, uh, I just some Linda Barker, Judy Smiley, Water Girl Family Adventure, Rideshare Warrior, and I did say hello. I know I said hello to Ray, but I said actually thank you. I want to say hello to him. Jill Weatherly B and Chris is here. So I think we're catching up. Terry D. It's going a lot fast. We have 64 people in the room. I can't keep up for everybody. But Julie is here. Naj is here. Who else? So anyhow, so the next obstacle we ran across when we went, he said he was putting in electrical plugs, so I wouldn't have to have electrical wires running through the door all the way across, back and forth across the truck to have electricity to the air conditioner and the other things in the truck. So we had one box on the outside before, but was not hooked up to anything. So he wired the inside with a little receptacle, and on the outside, what we ran across a problem. We bought a box at the
Home Depot.
But the box is too small, really, for the big ends of the electrical connectors.
The extension cords have quite a long, plug on the end,
and then the adapter that goes, it's also long. So
and then when you add a female end as well, there's the female of that, and then the male that goes through the wall.
Yeah.
So you stack those together.
Hi, Johnny's Journey.
But I used Romex on passing through the wall, and it takes a very tight bend with no problem. So I kind of scrunched the Romex up in one corner.
It's hard to disconnect for me, but it'll work till we get a bigger box.
Yeah, it's basically a brand new plug.
Yeah.
And it's just a tight connection.
Right. So that's really the only problem we ran across with the electrical. Was easy to put. We found a perfect spot that at the right distance, so I have it. I can plug the air conditioner in permanently. Just turn it off when I unplug from the outside when I have to go somewhere in the truck. So then, go ahead and show them.
I had actually made a whole bunch of these for my daughter's garage, and more than she wanted. So
thank you, Tracy Oceanfire, for your super sticker. Hang on.
Yeah. Basically, I'm going to put a...
Thank you again, Tracy. I appreciate that. So go ahead and show you.
So we're basically going to have an electrical box here with 4 outlets up near her inverter, so that
everything that's not the
electric passing through from her RV, park, will power an outlet box with 4 outlets.
Hand me this. Yeah. So what we're going to do it's going to go up here on this wall up here.
Yeah.
And I can plug in, and when I plug into power, I can plug into this box. When I'm plugged into solar, I can plug into the inverter.
Which is right behind the curtain.
It's right behind the curtain. So I still have both. If I don't have power, I can still have my solar power. So I can do either or. So then we had to take out the pocket door, guys. Before I go further, I want to share a little video clip with you. Bear with me. I'm just learning how to share these. So be patient with me for a few minutes, for a few seconds. Let's see, share video file. And I think I found that one. Where did it go? The cake. If I can find the right clip. This is a video clip I want to share it.
Oh, boy.
I asked John to take a video clip of me getting into the water onto This is the video clip John took. See,
You'll notice I did
hang
so.
on. Oops, hang on. There we go.
Sit on these glasses, you said?
You can't hear the volume, but that's okay. This is John's video. Wait till you get it. Wait for it. Blooper.
Now you'll get demonetized, D. Yep, there it is. I always get my finger in front
That's
of
not
her
the worst of it. It's still coming. It's still coming. Every time I ask him.
Okay, there we go. We're done. Power off.
Watch this, guys. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Hang on. There it is. That's the rest of its video. Like 35 minutes of video.
You're lucky you have big memory card.
So that's not the one I wanted to show you. So hang on. Let me get rid of this one. Remove it. And I wanted to show you another one. Bear with me. I can find it.
And I just like to say hi to Johnny's Journey and thank you for your comments.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Okay, let's see where it is. It's gonna take me a second to find it because I'm terrible about finding the video clips. Here it is. Okay. Everybody, meet John from Hybrid Life. He's come almost 3,000 miles to come here to help me fix my pocket door.
Hey there, YouTubers.
And look what he brought me. Oh, I'm gonna give him a haircut.
Yeah, that'll be viral.
Yeah. He brought me ice cream cake. He kept it frozen the whole trip in his ice chest freezer. So I thought that's pretty cool. So that's it. Let me take that one down. So that's John brought me that. He also brought me a fresh pineapple. He brought me a bag of walnuts. I don't know what produce and stuff, which don't hold up in the heat. But anyhow, the cake, chocolate ice cream cake was wonderful, and it had like chocolate chips in it.
And we didn't share it with anyone else.
Just him and me. We ate the whole thing. Then later in the week, he bought a chocolate cream pie, and we didn't share that either.
Frozen pie.
So he's been really treating me, and I've been cooking a little bit for him. But for the most part, he's done so much. Anyhow, so I'm missing the comments, so let me see what the comments are. I'm sure I missed a few. Funny. Oh, funny. They love it.
And that arrival photo, I wore that shirt the whole way. I slept 3 nights in the driver's seat because I was bringing so much stuff to D, I couldn't get in the bed.
Oh, wait till I put out the video of all the stuff he brought. You would never believe it. Not in a million years. Yes, I did sing to them. I think, is that Michael or Grace? Anyhow, yes, I did sing to Judy and Dan in the water when they were dancing in the water. In fact, of course, John didn't get it, but I actually danced with them in the water. So anyhow, sorry for picking on you. He's used to me picking on him all the time now. We go back and forth. We really banter very well. Okay, so let's see. When you step down on that boat ladder, remember you got to climb back in. I have a problem with that. I managed to get back up pretty good, actually. I did okay. I mean, really, I think I did. So, see the couple dances. I know, that was really cool. Let's see if I missed some other. John is an Einstein, exactly. It's all brain, but his mind works
She thinks I'm the absent-minded
he works
professor.
very I call him the absent-minded professor. I do. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, had my keto whipped cream. Interesting. Thank you, Rob and Jan. Appreciate that. The dance and song, beautiful. Yeah, John's haircut looks great.
Yeah, actually, I like it. I like it. You did a good job. Yeah.
Even the back looks pretty good.
And she touched it up. Like she's there, like, there's some sticking out. I'm there, like,
I get the scissors out.
There was very little hair left, and she saw some sticking out and cut it.
Well, I'll tell you, we're smiling and happy right now, but believe me, there's been a few 4-letter words coming out of my mouth.
Not me.
I said out of my mouth.
I've been angelic. But before I left, I looked at the weather report, and the first 5 days here were supposed to all be 109, 110, or 111. I got here, the first 3 days were 108, 117, 118, 117.
And
so
119.
Like, whoa, you want to sweat. That's a quartzite in the summer.
And he came in long sleeve shirts.
Well, I did. I was in my air-conditioned car. So I was wearing my...
John, you lost your hair wings.
Yeah. Yeah, your sister, once she gets those clippers in her hand, she doesn't want to stop until it's all gone.
Michael, you can't stand it, but could be an awesome build-out. Oh, yeah. It's a 70 degree in Bogota, Colombia. Wow. 70 would be beautiful right now. Anyhow, he's been working out in that heat. And I mostly stay inside because he took my steps away. I can't get out of the truck.
She's a prisoner.
He actually, I felt last night I couldn't get out of the truck. He had to take the steps away. So I can't climb down. I don't even have my old steps. So I was locked in pretty much. And I felt like I said, I'm a prisoner. I called him this morning. I said, John, I have my get out of jail free card. Can you let me out?
But you should mention that we currently are able to close the door and keep the steps deployed.
Open the door.
Yeah.
Look at this.
There we go.
You can't see anything, but you can see
we can if we
some
move
daylight.
This.
No.
Whoa, what did I do? Whoa.
Don't start.
Whoa.
John.
What did I do?
Never mind. He can't handle the computer because
move the computer. Show steps.
I don't know if I can.
Hold the mouse.
No, every time you do, we just.
He doesn't trust me with the mouse.
I do not trust him. You can't see anything upside down. No.
Okay.
Well, we'll be putting out. I'll be putting out a video of the complete changes eventually. So the next thing,
the dog's trying to escape.
Go ahead and close the door.
I think I'll keep the dog from escaping.
I got him, and
now I'll close the door.
Max, you want to get up on my lap? Come here. Come here.
There we go.
Anyhow, say hi. You want to say hi, everybody? Hi, everybody.
He's shy.
Yeah, right.
So
anyhow, the next obstacle. So we get ready to take the pocket door out. And the wood, we get the wood off, but only by trial and error. You can't find the screws because they have 3 layers of paint and even glue on some of them. You can't find the screws to get the screws out for the wood that went over the pocket door. So
Dee took her big super magnets and ran it over to find the general area of a screw. And then I took my tiny little super magnet and found exactly where the screw head was.
To pinpoint it. And then we get the screw
in
out.
there with the
so we did that for the whole wall.
Found
right
every
there.
Screw on like
that entire wall. Had to find all the screws that held the board on. And so that's that. So we got that wood off. And underneath it was framed in front of there's a metal panel, which I just showed you. There's a metal panel in front of the pocket door. Then I had the wood over that. So between the wood and that metal panel, there was a bunch of 2x4s up and down and crossways, and I had insulation, 1-inch styrofoam insulation and reflectives behind that. So then we had to get all that out, which was not too much of a problem, except the wood. The wood was screwed into the metal, and half of the screws were bent.
Yeah, and some of them were blocked by things that were built since then. Other 2x4s, were right against the screw that you were trying to get at. So some of it just had to be hacked away, basically, with drills and...
We used drills, chisels, and saws to get all the screws and bolts out of this. So the metal panel that I keep showing you, across the top, all the way across, and all the way down the side, they have rivets. They were riveted to the wall and the...
Yeah, some of them go through the outside. The rail
that goes across the top. Everything was riveted. So you can't pop a rivet if it's not through the other side, outside the wall. Only thing we could do is drill the rivets out. Yeah. So we spent hours and hours and hours.
And these aren't little pop rivets.
No.
Some of these are bigger than a quarter and smaller than a $half. And you're drilling at it with a 3/8 drill or a 1/2-inch drill.
And chisel and
it's military spec stuff.
It's really built like a military tank. Yeah. As far as the bolts are huge. And the bolts have not just a big head. The whole bolt is huge. So you can't really cut through it easily. So we ran across that all the way through that. That was a big obstacle. We probably spent 5 to 7 hours just getting the rivets out of the panel.
And it almost caused the death of my grinder, which then died a couple hours after that.
Yeah, it's finally died.
Made my $15 Harbor Freight grinder, rest in peace.
And we bought a $13.
We bought a $14 oscillating multi-tool. And that thing, we did dozens of things with that, but we just abused it endlessly.
We worked it to death.
And it literally, it was doing great, and then it just stopped running.
But I got tons of I got way more than my $14 out of that little tool.
But we're still going to get you a new one for free, because you walk in with the dead one.
That's right, you can take it back.
Yeah. I'll go there.
I didn't think about that.
It's on my insider track.
There we go.
So just walk in and say, give me
okay, so I see some questions before we go too far. First of all, people, I'm not doing a whole rebuild. Only doing the door and the necessary things. So let's see. I miss a lot of questions, and people are actually doing it right by typing QQQ. So I appreciate that. I probably miss a whole bunch. Oh, John, listen, I am a sucker for cake, and I need some help with my van box truck. I'm in North Texas by the Oklahoma border. Come rest here on your way home. Looking forward to seeing the work.
I drove right past there. I went from the Stafford Air and Space Museum in Oklahoma to Amarillo. Probably drove right by you.
Everybody's saying hello to Maxie.
Yeah.
So let's see. Tyrannical Mystery Covers is here. I didn't just now saw you. KT Spirit 1 is here. Who else? That I missed. I think I did say hello to Mo. Burning Up the Rose, Lucretia is here. Let's see. And Maxie loves John. A good thing sis isn't as young as she used to be, or she would crawl in the cab and escape. Yeah, I would have. But I would have to climb over everything to get to my driver's seat. I couldn't do it.
There's too much Pepsi in the way.
No, the Pepsi is in the ice chest. Lots of work. Yes. So okay. So we get finally get all the rivets out of the panel. Then
we had the lock.
Before we did that, We tried to pull the panel off. It won't come off.
Yeah, I crawled under the truck and looked, and this panel, and particularly there's a bend like a U shape on the end of it.
Here, let
It's
me
all
show
one
you.
piece. So there's this surface, and it comes around and bends a U here, so that this is, you know, a couple inches deep.
Part of the
I
truck.
followed that down under the truck, and basically it's part of the whole footwell structure and the floor structure of the truck. It's all part of the truck structure. So
if we couldn't figure out a way to get the pocket door, we would have to go down to on the bottom and cut that metal panel, which is not thin.
Yeah.
Would have to cut it off because it will. You can't get it out any other way. Would you have to cut it at the floor level to cut it off, and then you would have to grind and shave all the sharp edges.
So for now, it's still there, and it's
so I think we're gonna leave.
Surface.
We're gonna leave it there, and I put the wood back on there so I can have a wall.
It's a nice sturdy wall that's thinner than
it's
wood.
Good.
Yeah.
So we did get the panel door out, and the video will be coming up on that. You saw the thumbnail for this live stream. John standing outside with the door.
That was like a victory.
Oh my God! So on top of that, above along the top, we had to cut the rail just to get a place to fit the jam for the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was like the rollers that fit into a track above. The thing that actually held the door was itself a pretty beefy piece of stainless steel, military spec, and it happened to protrude into our door opening for a regular door. So I was...
And there's no way to take it out. There was no way. It was like welded into the truck somehow.
And the grinder had already died, so I was going at it with the oscillating tool.
Yeah.
The neighbor here came over and said, "That's awfully noisy, isn't it?" I was like, "Yeah, sorry, but this thing's hard to cut."
24/7 with the noise.
But then I got out my Hitachi Sawzall and with a brand new blade, and it went right through it. It took me like 20 seconds total to get through the whole.
It's been crazy. Every single thing we touch has caused me a headache because everything has an obstacle. Nothing is easy. Nothing we've done. So we get what we're going to say about that corner.
Oh, the latch for the pocket door is this big aluminum casting about this big and probably a half-inch thick, quarter inch. I mean, it weighs probably 6 pounds of aluminum casting, and then it must have been like grade 8 hardened steel bolts, 4 of them, and most of them were where you couldn't quite get a sawzall on it without risking your life. So again, I was at it with the oscillating tool and drills
and the grinder and the chisels.
Trying to do it with a cold chisel, it was just like you're tapping on concrete with your finger. It's not.
Yeah.
Even a cold chisel wouldn't touch it.
Finally, he had to literally grind out the bolt, take the bolt and have the grinder run it across just striping it until it wore it down.
And then even the thread part of the bolt, I had a good drill bit on it, and I could start drilling into it, but it was clear it was going to go off course before it went through. So I took a wrench and I turned the bolt. I was using a wrench to turn the drill.
How many drill bits did we break?
I brought lots of drill bits.
Luckily. We broke a few drill bits to do in this, but he finally got that latch, whatever.
Yeah, it was
thing
like
that the door would latch into.
The strike mechanism.
The plate. So he finally got that off, and then we took above the panel door. It was bolted to the slider that he cut. So we were able to unbolt that. Then on the bottom,
there was a track.
The track.
Heavy plastic track that raises the door up. It keeps you from just pulling the door out.
Right.
So I had to get the track out, and it was bolted down with a whole bunch of flat. They looked like screws. You put a flathead screwdriver in, but they could not be turned. So I had to basically sawzall the plastic and cut it out in chunks, and then
Then saws all
then
the
saws
bolts
all the bolts individually, which
off of
gunked
that.
up the blade because it was melted the plastic onto the sawzall blades.
And we checked. There was nothing blocking the door that should have kept it from sliding back and forth.
What it was is that it must have been a slight wedge shape, and as you push the door open, the wedge got narrower, and it just jammed this stainless steel roller track assembly into the C-shaped channel that it was hanging in, and it just wedged in.
And as we were working on it, you saw I had about this much space before we started working. Afterwards, we had about this much space to get through the door. It wouldn't even budge that far.
But I almost talked her into keeping the pocket door because I said, well, if it's just that this thing is getting wedged, we'll take it all apart, we'll grind it down, and then it won't stick. But that did not solve the stair problem.
No.
Because you can't deploy the stairs unless the door is open, and you can't leave that door open all the time. You have to cut it in half so that you could still have the pocket door on the top slide back and forth, but then what do you do about the bottom?
Right.
There's nothing for it to hang on. So you'd have to put then a swinging door on the bottom anyway. And then she was pretty intent on getting a swinging door.
So I'm looking forward to putting out the bit of the progress we made and showing you all the details we still have a lot of work to do. We still have to finish. Well, we got the door installed. Okay. We got the steps installed. Then it rained today. We haven't had rain. Okay.
Yeah.
It's very humid. And all right, you get what you paid for, people. I bought a cheap door at Home Depot for $100. It was supposed to be an exterior door. It's particle board.
Well, it's masonite. So it's a little better than particle.
Not much better. The minute the water hits it, it swelled.
Yeah.
It swelled. It's crazy. And then when he cut, it's a hollow door. It's not an exterior door. Yeah. It's hollow. So we had to fill the spaces wherever he cut the door.
I had to cut
top and
solid
bottom.
oak strips to insert into the door.
Right.
Use just how they seal the top and bottom of the
door. So really, I would have been better off to go get a solid door. But the problem is I didn't want to spend $400 or $500, maybe more, $600 for a good door. That's too much money. I don't have that kind of money.
And even if you had the money to put, let's say $1,000 door as your first try, what if this whole experiment was a failure? We couldn't get the stairs and the door and the hinges and everything, the stairs to work right. You'd be throwing out $1,000 door.
Yeah, I'm already out of $1,000.
Now you'd be throwing out, $100 doors.
So
it failed.
But it'll be worth it.
It was proof of concept, really, and it works. So it'll work for several months or a year or two, and by that time we'll replace it with a better door.
The steps are wonderful, you guys. I can hardly wait to show you. Let's see. I just saw another question. Let's see. Where did you see? Says at least it wasn't replacing the toilet and black tank. We should be calling you Tank Bandy. Are you doing the spinning wheel tonight? Yes, I will. For sure. Every time I do a live stream, unless I totally forget, I'm glad somebody asked me, then I will make sure I do that. In a few minutes, we'll do a wheel. Close enough to set up a repair shop at my house. She's still wanting you to come, Sean. Unfortunately, he's on a schedule. Let's see.
Yeah, I have other adventures, and I have to be home.
Well,
I'm like Cinderella. I will turn into a pumpkin at midnight.
Well, he has 2 twin daughters at home and a brand new grandbaby, for one thing.
Yeah.
And
I do have a business that I shouldn't
he has a business, and he has a friend he wanted to stop by to see on his way home.
Yeah.
And but we really only had one day that it was a fun day. We took a break one day and went up to Havasu and took a ride out on the pontoon with Dan and Judy. And we did have a good time that day. And we did our shopping afterwards at Home Depot. So it's still a work day, but not as bad. let's see.
Someone had a question about, do you have any restores near you? Yeah, today we just started looking into
There is, I believe there is one in Havasu.
stuff like that.
There's nothing close by. In where I'm at, there's nothing close by. Nothing closer than 75, 80 miles. So everything is a distance.
Dee knows what she needs for a door, and she'll be on the lookout on Craigslist and Facebook and restores and whatever.
Did you see that?
Well,
Jonathan Arter Prince Charming. He is Cinderella. Dang it. Dee working you, John. Haircut paid in full.
Oh,
absolutely. Yeah. Oh, believe me, I wish I could pay him. But anyhow, so we're not done yet. We still have to finish this door. We're still working on it. We do have the stairs installed, and it will pull out and fit inside the area where the step was when I travel, and it has a separate door so that it will have a deadbolt on that.
Yep.
And then I'll finish out my.
And we're going to move the knob up to where you can reach the knob.
The knob is right now down by.
And we'll put a deadbolt in what's now the knob hole.
And now I have a floor all the way across where the step was, so I don't have to worry about my chair falling in the hole anymore.
I'm sitting on it right now.
He's sitting on it. That's right. So it's solid oak. He brought the wood with him, believe it or not.
Yeah.
We're still going to put up some shelves, but the last things that John is going to do before he leaves is make sure this door is done, finished completely.
Yeah.
Put it in the other electrical box.
Yeah.
And
the air
put the
conditioner
door cover on the air conditioner on the back. Put some vent holes through that wall that Dan put in for the air conditioner, so it get a little air in there.
Yeah.
And what else?
Sounds like enough to me.
I know, but I thought there was at least 3 or 4 more things.
Then it's time to go to Dairy Queen and say, nice.
Exactly. So and on top of everything is done, he's talking about coming back in October or January to help me some more.
Yeah.
He's nuts. He's nuts.
I like road trips, and now I have another place to go have some fun.
Yeah.
It's been fun, Dee.
Yeah.
A little more sweating than I'd hoped for. But
we have laughed, we have joked, we have teased each other. We've had a good time. We're great friends, really good friends. I can tell we are lifelong friends here. And, don't read anything into this, people. We're just really good friends. Please. You guys
we'd be trouble for each other anyway.
We would. I'm a smoker. He's not. And he's a procrastinator. And he's very disorganized. I'm very organized, and I'm not a procrastinator. But he gets the job done no matter what. A couple of times he stayed up and still worked in the dark.
Yep, I have my headlamp.
He has his headlamp, and he has a power station that has a good light on it. But
I did a couple 15-hour days, and a bunch of 10 and 12-hour ones.
Yeah, with a few breaks in between. We do take a lot of breaks all day.
You need to stop and drink some water here.
In this heat. We have a shower straight across. We can go and get a shower and cool off.
The cold water is hotter than the hot water at home.
Absolutely.
Like you could be arrested for setting your hot water heater at the temperature of the cold water in courts.
Mobang says Queen Box Band D has many nights.
Yep. Yep.
Anyhow. Yeah, John gets the job done. And sometimes the way he goes about it, I said, are you serious? Show them your master tool. I dare you.
Oh.
This is, you would not believe, use this for everything rather than to pull out a real tool. Well, look at this piece.
When in doubt, use your Victorinox Champion Plus knife. I used it for everything. I used this blade today for deepening the mortises on for the hinges when the door didn't fit.
It did.
I used the wood cutting blade, which I have mixed up.
He used the Phillips screwdriver rather than getting a regular screwdriver.
I use the wood cutting blade when I need something done really well and precisely. It's more precise than any other saw you have. Then it has the metal cutting and metal filing blade, which is similar. It's just not as jagged. And then the Phillips on this. I've had this one knife without losing it. I've probably had this knife 12 years, and I have not mangled the Phillips on it yet. And I've used it as much as like would mangle 20 bits, on a cordless drill.
Okay, I think we need to do a giveaway. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have a banner. Bear with me. I'm going to type the word. Look at the banner below this, below our pictures. Hang on. I'm going to type the word. You have to type it exactly. It's all caps. Let's see. So, should be showing up. Oh, show. There we go. So that's a word you need to type in the chat. Let me pull up this name picker, if I can find it. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen and I'll give you, not father, guys, tools. Oh, maybe that had it before. Hang on. Let me get to the comments. Okay, I'm going to give you a few minutes to get this done.
Oh, good. I can log in and now enter.
What is this? What's this? You must have clicked on, I don't know, from before.
What?
Look at this. You're down here.
I didn't do it.
Oh, it was from the video, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, remove that. So I'm not going to share the screen.
Okay, Waterboy, QQQ, does John have a channel? I do not do YouTube content. I do have a channel, and I may eventually have content, but no.
Okay. So let's make sure it's showing up. There's a giveaway tool. Everybody has had plenty of time to get the word tools in. So I'm going to show you. Let's see if I can do this full screen. There we go. So I think I can't do that. Before I do that, I can't do that yet because I can't see my screen. Interesting. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to collect the comments now. Here we go. I'm going to draw. Only had 36 entries. Maybe I didn't give them enough time.
Oh, well.
If you didn't get the word, and Shannon Craft is the winner of this. Shannon Craft. Congratulations, Shannon Craft. And I'm going to do the wheel spin for the prizes. And I hope everybody got their name in. We have 77 people. We had 37 people in that spin. So let's see where I'm going to bring up the wheel. I have to share that too. Bear with me. I always have to do so many things here. I don't know how other people do this. I really don't know. So let's stop. Stop screen. Okay, now I can share again. Okay, here we go. Let's see, it should be showing up. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to name my sponsors. I have a $10 Starbucks card from Vanderwelle. I have a $20 Amazon card from Blue Wave Odyssey. I have a rechargeable flashlight, a $10 PayPal gift from me, a co-branded mug from Johnny's Journey, which has her logo and my logo on it. I have a mystery camping gift. You'll never know what you get till you get it. I have a collapsible drainer pan, a camp hair ball cap, a 5-gallon camp shower, stackable collapsible bowls, a mini camp stove, and a $15 Amazon card from me. So that's the things we have. And I'm going to shove it in. Shanna Craft this is for you. Here we go. All right, you want a collapsible drainer pan. So let's close this. So Shanna, make sure you email me. Hang on. I'll put my email address in here on the banner. So email me, remind me what you want. Then I'll get that out to you. I do have to have your mailing address when you email me, so I can make sure it gets mailed out to you. So that is that. Let's see where it's going. So hello, Spikers Crazy Adventures. I didn't say hello to you. And I think I mentioned Tim Mobank for your bucks. Hello. So we still have 89 people in here. So we've been here almost an hour. You want to cover anything else, John, while we're still here?
I can't think of much, except it's been fun being here, and hopefully I'll wrap everything up and be able to get out here and head on to my other 2 adventures and get back home.
You're supposed to leave Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
And
well,
we
I
still
arrived
have
Wednesday evening,
yeah.
So I maybe I'll stay Wednesday night and leave first thing Thursday, something like that.
If we can get everything done by Wednesday, we would like to go have an adventure. We're talking about going to Algodones, Mexico together.
Maybe do that.
Would be a lot of fun. And the only thing I showed him, except Havasu, I did take him over and show him the High Jolly Monument. Well, like, it's a 2-minute tour.
I'd seen it via drone on RV or TV.
Yeah. You could go around and look at every gravestone, I suppose, and drag it out to an hour, but it's pretty fast.
Maybe we'll go look at the rocks that spell out quartzite with the arrow.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to take your Prius out there. You'll get stuck and maybe not lost. So angels are here. Angels are we. What did she say? Have you met Cat Van Lady or Chrome and Cruz or Jeffy Bear up there in Canada? Somebody, I'm not sure.
Oh, it's a bunch of Canadians.
Yeah, I know, but I haven't been to Canada, so it's probably for somebody else. Yeah. Cat Kohler Schwartz, hello. So, Renee Deuce Rider is here. She's here. Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, I think it's been fun. Because I couldn't go on yesterday, we were right in the middle of. I have had my door open, literally, almost nonstop, except in the middle of the night. All day and all evening in this heat with the air conditioner on full blast, cooling the outdoors so that we could get a little breeze when we come in here. Just because we have to get this work done. And we are on a time crunch, so I couldn't do my regular live stream. I had Van Life Voyages do it. Hello, Bliss. I'm getting tongue-tied. I've been talking too much. But I couldn't do my regular live stream, so I thought I should do a pop-up because everybody's asking, what's going on with Dee? Where's Dee? Where's she not? I only put out one video. Van Life Rock says thank you to you, John.
Yeah, my pleasure.
And I know that everybody appreciates all the help you've given me. I have had some very good angels, literally, since I started my YouTube channel a little less than 2 years ago. And I have, God has given me some very, very dear friends who have really come through for me. And I'm at the point in my life that I can't do a lot of things I used to do physically. And I am so grateful for the dear friends I made. And John has become a very dear friend. He was, thank you, Cat Kohler Schwartz, for your super sticker. If I missed anything, people, please know I do appreciate it. I really appreciate all the help I get. Not just people like John, people that come to my channel. You watch my videos. I get paid a little bit for you watching the ads. That helps me greatly. I was living on very little money. Now I get a few $200 to $300 a month earnings from YouTube. I work very hard, so I don't feel guilty for making that, but I do appreciate every little bit of help I get from you guys. Watching my videos, coming to my live streams. Thank you for the super chats, the super stickers. Some people send me PayPal gifts. Some people send me emails and text messages, phone calls for support. Thank you, Thrifty Angela, for your super sticker. And I do have memberships on my channel. I'm going to mention this. I don't usually promote too much on my channel, but I do have memberships. They're all $4.99. You get a special emoticon. You get a badge based on how long you're a member. And you get, I'm going to do a one live, members only live stream every month. And towards the end of the month, which is a little something extra. Thank you, Tim Mobank $4 for your super chat. Appreciate that. So if anybody wants to do a little $5 a month thing, you'd be welcome to join me as a member. But I will tell you, whether you're joining me as a member or not, you are all members on my channel. Every person that comes to my channel, I consider a member. I do appreciate those who can support me financially, but you don't have to do that to have my love and respect. So I just want you to know, please, if you want to do that, feel free to do it. Thank you.
Okay. Flying dog.
So dog is flying. So thank you all for coming tonight. I appreciate all your support. And thank you for encouraging John. Tell him he needs to start his own YouTube channel.
Well, thanks to everyone who thanked me for helping Dee, but it really was my pleasure.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'll do a channel and have some content, but for now, what you see is what you get.
So thank you all. Well, we'll say good night, and you look forward. I'm going to be putting out a whole lot of videos in the next week or two. I have a lot of editing.
Humorous content.
I have a whole lot of editing to do.
I can't wait to see the bloopers of me.
We're going to have the bloopers in there. I usually edit the bloopers out, but I realized that's stupid. I might as well leave junk in there for you to laugh at. Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a great evening.
Good night.
And we'll see you again. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them today. They will tell you right now for sure. It means more to them you can even imagine. Somebody that doesn't hear it all the time needs to hear that and know that it's real. Tell somebody you love them today, before you go to bed. If you haven't talked to somebody, call them. Tell somebody you love them. And I love you, John.
I love you too, Dee. You're great.
Okay, good night, everybody. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.